And welcome back, YouTube. This is Booster Backsposter here with something really cool today. Today is the next episode of Ange Vierge Month, and I am going to be doing a top 10 list. Today's top 10 is the top 10 Ange Vierge characters that I think deserve a playmat. Now, this is probably going to be a very specific top 10 that very few people are going to watch, but I figured that I would really make this because this has been on my mind lately. There have been Ange Vierge has had a lot of playmats made, a lot of characters have gotten them, but I think there should be more, and very specific characters I'd really like to see a playmat made of. Yeah, because there's always room for new. As you can see, I'm using my Sakura playmat here as a good example of characters that, really stand out on a playmat. Now, what I mean by should be on a playmat, that I'm saying if a character has appeared on a playmat, but only as an appearance with other characters, that means that, and they have not had their own playmat by themselves like Sakura has here, that means that they are eligible for this list. Now, if they have appeared with other characters and have had at least one playmat that I know of that exists that features just them, then they are non-eligible for this list. My knowledge is big, but not I don't know every playmat that exists out there, so there might be some on this list that should not be on this list. With that lengthy introduction out of the way, without further ado, I would like to present the top 10 Ange Vierge characters that deserve a playmat that do not have one yet. Alright. Number 10. Alright. Number 10, we have Shinobi. I think she would make a really great playmat. Especially this card here. I think that this one, if you kind of have a tree setting and then you have her over here and then like a big one over here, I think that'd be really great. She's the main character from Chapter 7 for Blue, and I really like her design. She has a really nice hat, really nice silver hair. Just a ninja overall would be really cool to have as a playmat. We have a samurai type playmat, so why can't we have a ninja playmat? I think that'd be really cool. Number 9 is Ferno. Now, Red overall doesn't have a lot of playmats, but the thing about Red is a lot of the character designs, in my opinion, are very samey, and a lot of them I'm not a huge fan of compared to other sets. But Ferno I really like, and this particular card with the lion, I really like this card overall. I think that Ferno could make a really great playmat. Even without the lion. I really like her character design. They could do one where she's like drawing a bow and arrow back. That'd look really cool too. But yeah, Ferno I think would be a great choice for a playmat as well. Number 8. We have Nyx. This was the main character from the Light World for Chapter 8, I believe. This is a really great character design. If you can get a playmat featuring all of her components, her robot form, I think this would look really, really cool on a playmat. Kind of similar to Lilia from Chapter 6, I believe. This one could look really, really cool on a playmat. And I think that overall her powerful design is also really cool. And I also am a huge fan of mecha, so that's another reason why I think Nyx would look really cool on a playmat. Number 7. We have Ange Emiru. Now, Ange Emiru has a really cool design. I really like her light blue hair and her purple eyes, and her outfit is really wonky too. I think overall that would look really cool on a playmat. And on this card in particular, you can see she's sitting on some sort of like giant snake or monster's head there, and I think that would look really cool on a playmat. You can tell that she just summoned it, almost something from like Naruto or some other type of show like that. But I think this one, but I think Arusa Emiru could have a really cool playmat. It doesn't have to be this card once again in particular, but Arusa Emiru has some really cool designs, and I think she'd be really cool. Now we're getting into a particular category, and I think you'll understand. Number 6 is Rig Helen from Chapter 5. Now, unfortunately, she has not had too many cards made of her, but I really like this design. The mummified hands here, kind of bandages, almost like a Mumra type character. And I think this card in particular would make a really killer playmat. I would love to have this card translated into a playmat. Kodakawa or Silverlink, Ange Vierge team, if you're listening, this card I would love to have a playmat. I think, and I'd love to have more cards of Rig Helen just in general. Her design is really killer. I really like that that she's a nurse and she has like the Mumra ability. Really cool. Number 5. We have Fear Zirasetsu from Chapter 5. Another character that has really not had too many cards made out of her. But once again, I really like her design. She's a rocket launcher toting character. And she always springs into action. And always seems to have like a killer smile on her face. She has a scar over her eye. I think that, once again, she would make a really great character design for a playmat. And I wish they would have more cards of her in the future. Number 4. We have Shield River Engine. Now, this character seems to be really important to the card game because they haven't made a lot of cards out of her. And she seems to be pretty popular, too. I haven't figured out why they haven't made a playmat out of her yet. She has a really cute design, green flowing hair, and she has really cool abilities too. So I think that she could really make a cool playmat. I think that's a missed opportunity in my opinion. Number 3. We have La Luna Zendaya. I had a really hard time debating between La Luna and Lilia for this one. But I like La Luna a bit more over Lilia for playmats. And I think that her giant shield design is really unique. And I think that would look really cool for to put on half of the playmat and then have her on the other half. I think that'd be really cool design for a possible playmat in the future. Plus, she has really cute long blue hair too. Alright, we're getting close to the number 1 spot here. Number 2, probably coming at a big surprise, is Yuri Rochelle. She has a really cool ability. I think if you had one where she's looking down the sniper, kind of like the cover to Gunslinger Girl. If you put that on a playmat, I think that would look really, really killer for a playmat. And I really like her design overall. Another character that really hasn't gotten many cards since her release. I think she was featured in set 9, or 5 and 9, but really nothing since then. Which is really sad because she is a really good character design. Just like Zero and Rig Helen. Really, really good design. And like I said, if you get one kind of like the cover to Gunslinger Girl DVD, that could look killer for a playmat. And my number 1 personal, most wished for Ange Vierge playmat out of all the Ange Vierge cards out there is Slay. I think Slay has a killer design. She is the most villainous looking character out of all the Ange Vierge characters, and I think that they could really portray that well in a playmat. Honestly, if you take this design, same background, give it the same treatment as this playmat has, you have a self-selling playmat right there. I would buy that playmat or the bundle that it would come in instantly. I would probably buy 2 or 3. But yeah, Slay, she's personally my favorite green character. I always like the villains in animes and manga usually. And she, like I said, she has that villain look, and I think that would be a really, really awesome playmat. So number 1 is Slay. Now, you may see I have an additional card up here, and that is what I like to call number 0. A character that I am so surprised that they have not made a playmat of yet, that I had to include it on the list as the 0 spot. And that card is none other than Euphyllia. Now you think a character like this would have had a playmat made of her a long time ago. She is pretty much the face of the light world. She is part of the Lynx group, and pretty much she's been made in almost every set since she's been introduced. I'm just really shocked that they haven't made a playmat of just her yet, which is really surprising. I mean, they made multiple of Miyumi, multiple of Sophina, Aurora, and even 3 of Mayuka, but nothing yet of Euphyllia. She's been featured multiple times on collaboration playmats, but never one just by herself. I am just so shocked that they have never made a playmat of her yet, and that's why she is number 0. Omega 00, Euphyllia. Now that's my personal top 10 list. Remember, it's my opinion. I'd love to hear your opinions below, which characters you would love to see in a playmat form. And also, you may notice that I did not include any of the progress characters from the anime series. That's because it's too new, and I think that if you give it about 3 to 5 months, they should all have at least a playmat announced for them in that time. Because they just announced a couple days ago, as of this posting, one of Saya and Naya, and I'm sure the rest are going to be following pretty soon. Well, this is Booster Box Buster with the preview, or the prelude to the grand finale of Ange Vierge Month. Trust me, next episode going to be really great. I think you guys are going to like it as the finale of Ange Vierge Month. Booster Box Buster, signing out.